Welcome to the Morning Slice.
Even like going to school, everybody walks to school, and you have kind of like a bus stop almost, where the neighborhood kids around that stop would meet up together and walk together to school.
Hmm.
So somebody kind of takes attendance, like one of the seniors would kind of take attendance and to make sure everybody that's supposed to be there is there. Oh, so and so is sick, they're not coming to school today. Okay, got it. Okay, everybody is here. And then you walk together, kind of like pair it up. And so
Oh,
even just that, it's like a huge sense of community right from the get-go. And then you walk to school, and when you get there, there's all these cubbies, and you take off your shoes and you put on slippers. So it's like these other shoes that you wear indoors. So
mm.
you keep your school clean. It's like a second home. So you take off your shoes, put them in the cubby, you have your own spot for that.
Oh.
And man, how do I like even lunch would be different because your homeroom, you would take turns. There's a chart of different chores, and so people would take turns, like, all right, this week this group of kids are going to go to the cafeteria and get the food, bring it back, set up the tables and stuff in a way so that it can be kind of an assembly line style, and serve the food to the other classmates. And everybody does this job at some point, and then once everybody's done eating, collecting all the dishes, bringing it back to the cafeteria. And like every time you walk into the kitchen, you thank the workers that make the food, you thank the workers that are cleaning the dishes. The students are the people who clean the schools. Like there's definitely like janitors that like fix things and stuff, but in terms of cleaning, we're the ones wiping the floors, wiping the hallways, wiping down the sinks, the bathrooms, everything. So it
Wow.
really is a second home, and you respect it as such, because if there's a mess, it's either you that's cleaning it up, or it means that a classmate is cleaning it up.
Yeah. I'm kind of assuming this about you, but it seems like you really love learning.
Mm-hmm.
And it's no surprise to me that if you had this experience of having a place of education being like your second home, I wonder if that influenced your love of learning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm always a curious person, and I think I'm also curious to always think about, like, is there a better way to be doing this? Is there a better way to be serving my community, the people around me? Now that I'm an educator, thinking of like how to better serve my students and be an educator, being someone who takes education seriously. Yeah, this definitely influenced just the ways that you can establish community, establish respect, um, establish responsibility as well, and expectation. It's just so vastly different from what we do here, where there's like food fight in the cafeteria, things like that. You know what I mean? It's not the
That's like the
same.
fun ideal, right?
Yeah. There's also like a lot more like social freedom here, which was not a thing in Japan. Like there's certain things you can't do, can't say. You can't pierce your ears and bring that to school because you could get in trouble. No makeup. Like there's uniforms. So everybody's wearing like similar things. Like once you get to a certain age, or for gym class, everybody's wearing the same gym outfit. Like so there was definitely still a lot of conformity, but also, I mean, we know there's pros and cons to that. Like uniforms just alone is an interesting conversation of like, oh, it kind of brings everybody to the same page, but then does it bring everybody to the same page? So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, there's pros and cons to everything, right? And even